Well, good afternoon, everybody. It is Matt Akey, the Lumberjack Landlord. It is Fantastic Friday. I made it. I made it another week. Dion now is fully retired. I'm still not, but I made it another week. And right now, I got to be honest, we are absolutely working on borrowed time. There is no doubt.
The clock is getting very, very small.
Yes,
The sand in that hourglass is
exactly.
Barely visible.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like a soap opera. It might only take an hour, but we don't know. So, Mike, what we wanted to talk to today to you about was New Hampshire data. So I like to go through kind of once a month. I get my report, I read through it, try and understand what's going on in the state, different counties. I like sharing this because I think a lot of people don't really understand the affordability index. And as far as I know, I don't know that every state creates a report like this, but pretty darn near close every state creates a report like this.
Yeah, I would say every state's realtor board will report something. There are certainly non-standards. They're all unique. Most will report transactions and pendings and medians. There's kind of a format, but they are all different. And this is why I'm talking about, right? July until July 1st to July 19th, we're going to get real estate agents will report what they know. Redfin, Zillow will report what they know. States will report what they know. But the coup de grace comes next Wednesday when NAR reports, and boy, that's going to be a big day.
It's going to be very big. It's going to be very big. So without further ado, let's kind of jump into some of the numbers and see what these things look like. I am going to, let's see.
And this is New Hampshire state, not your little, 50,000 towns.
Yeah. Yes. Correct. This is New Hampshire state, as Mike said, not to be confused with my little 50,000 towns. I'm teasing you, Michael.
I know you are.
Yeah.
I still can't believe that, your 3 buy boxes or your 3 cities is
120.
Yeah. 1/20th the size of my little city. Yeah.
It's true. It's crazy. Yeah. I mean, everything's bigger in California, right? And then everything's bigger than they are in Texas. It's the way it goes. All right. So we'll change over. We'll start sharing this screen. I'm going to share, I think, the entire screen. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Let's see here. Here we go. We'll share the entire screen.
I'm a little nervous, actually.
Oh, yeah. So they do year over year. So I put the two. I basically did side by side. Okay.
Oh, I see.
So
what you're doing. Okay.
Here is, here over here on the left. This is, so the affordability index was a 73.
Mm-hmm.
It went down again.
Okay.
To 70.
Okay.
From May to June. All right, so this is June's report right here.
On the right. Yeah, I see.
Yep. This is May's report.
All right. So let me just walk top down.
Please, top down. Let's go. Close sales.
Yeah. So can you close sales. So
here, I'll get it closer. Watch this. There we go. That's closer. Oops.
Oh, there you go. That's fine. So closed sales went up in June. Now that's normal for New Hampshire, right? June?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
We kind of, so big shopping season here is kind of April. So a lot of those transactions close in June. That's when because everybody wants to be closing right after school gets out and then moving and then spending the rest of their summer enjoying themselves.
Okay. So median home price stayed flat month on month, but up 12%. Because again, I'm looking at year-on-year stuff.
Yes.
Okay. Volume. Oh, look at that. Well, that makes sense, right? So volume, that's number of transactions times the amount. Okay, so that's up.
Yep.
Days on market. Oh shit. Days on market went down.
Yeah, 13.
Pending sales down a little bit, so it could get some softening, but that might be the summer difference.
Yep.
Months of supply. Oh, months of supply are up.
Yep. So yeah, 1.5 now. It was 1.2.
So new listings up 10%. Okay. All right. Month on month. That makes sense. Homes for sale, more homes for sale. That makes sense. And pricing, again, as opposed to list, down slightly month on month.
Yep.
And the affordability, as you said, has gone down.
Again. Yeah.
Again. Can I see the year on year for June?
Yep. Yeah, sure. So year on year for June is right there. Right here.
Yeah, I can't. Can I move this?
Oh, I can. Can you see it?
No, I can see it, but our pictures weren't. But I moved us. I didn't know I could do it.
Okay.
It's funny. I've used Zoom for 3 years. Didn't know I could do that. Okay, here we go. So year on year.
Yes.
So that's year to. Okay, so year to date. Okay, I see what they're doing.
So this is June of 21. This is June of 22.
And then year to date. Oh,
Correct.
See, I don't usually see year to date summarized. So that's shout out New Hampshire.
Yeah, nicely. They do a good job with this.
So closings so again, right? What am I keep saying? Transactions are down. So transactions are down 15% year to date.
Yep.
Okay, that makes sense. Median, look at that. What do I keep telling people? Transactions down, price up. So again, transactions down year to date, 15%, prices up roughly 16.
Yep.
That's kind of what I keep talking about and people keep yelling at me about.
Yeah.
Volume. Oh, volume is down.
Yep. Volume's down because we're having a real inventory issue.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Got it. Days on market. Oh, look at that. Days on market are up. Or no, wait, down. So
Down.
Days,
Yep.
down.
Down.
Okay,
Days on market 23. Yep.
Verse 30.
Yep.
Pendings. Oh, the market's slowing though. Right. I think days on market's going to go up next month because you're slowing with your pendings.
Yep. I think so.
New listings. Ooh, you still have an inventory problem.
We do, very much so.
But that'll be rectified with pending slowing down. You're still, like you keep telling me, and I keep going, what the hell? Your market's still red hot. You're still getting roughly 104% of
Yes.
asking.
Correct. 104.6 right here. Yep.
And yeah, your affordability crash. So I would say New Hampshire, not healthy.
Correct.
Maybe early signs of inventory building.
Yep.
But again, I would be, so we have 50 states plus the District of Columbia. So NAR will report 51 areas.
Yeah.
Let's just say it's 50 for easier math. I suspect 40 of the 50, so 80% of the markets to be what you have: less transactions, higher median price.
Yep.
There will be 10 exceptions, and in the exceptions, it won't be price, it will be transactions. I suspect there will be 10 states, a la Florida, given everything I've been reading, will be up in transactions.
Yeah. So here was the number that kind of blew me away, Mike.
Mm-hmm.
Where is it? It is, hold on. I saw one number that actually scared the daylights out of me. It was on condos. So I think it happens in condos first.
Okay.
Like in a lot of markets, it kind of happens with condos first.
Yeah.
But pending sales are way down. Closed sales are way down. Month supply, it's only up 10%, but there's a bunch of big projects about to hit in my area.
Yeah.
One's for sale, but they're still getting well over ask. The affordability is a little bit better, but it's still 92.
Yeah, your market's just not healthy.
Nope. Here's the closed sales. Yeah. So we're we're lower than we were in 2020. We're lower than we were in 21, but we still don't have a bunch of inventory. The median price has gone from 330 to 407 to 460.
Yeah. Yeah. And again, I think that happens. Again, it's more of a structural problem. So this is really funny. So this morning I did a live stream about Phoenix and Vegas.
Yep.
So I would love, if you don't know, it's cool, but this is what I asked my audience. I was like, hey, tell me what the median price is. So the median price for you is like 460 or something we just looked at.
Say again.
Right?
I missed
What
that.
is your median price?
Median price 460. Yeah. 460 as of now. Yep.
So what I would love you to do today, if you can, or have one of your realtors do it, is get a flash of inventory, right? How many listings are below 460 and then how many listings are above? Because the median price is all about median of closing. It doesn't say median inventory.
Yeah. Give me 1 second. I'll tell you. I have that.
So the reason I'm asking this is because I have to figure out, are there more states or cities like Phoenix or more states and cities like Vegas?
Right.
Because Vegas pain is happening above the median. Phoenix pain, so far unique, but I believe there are others, is below the median. And in Phoenix, I believe you're going to have horrible price degradation because again, median price it's not average. It's not this, it's not emotional. It's the freaking middle number. And if you're building inventory below the median has to fall. That's why Vegas is going to be sticky because again, the pain is above the median. So I asked my audience today, take some numbers, right? Flash it today, flash it August 1st, flash it August 15th, and let's see what's going around the country.
Yeah, I'll try and get those numbers for you. It's not cooperating with me right now, but yeah, we're gonna look at sub 4. So are we doing median? So sub 460 basically?
Yes, it has to be right on the median. So sub 460, how many active? Above 460, write it down, and then I want to look August 1st, and I want to look August 15th, because what we need to figure out, Matt, is the rate of change.
Agreed.
Like, let's just say, for example, you have 812 below 460 and you only have 5 something above 460. That means nothing to me. What I want to know is the rate of change. Where is inventory building? And this is why Vegas and Phoenix are fascinating to me. Phoenix, so far, is the only market that is ballooning inventory below the median. Vegas is like most markets I look at, ballooning inventory above the median. So we may see horrible price degradation in Vegas above. You may see 100K, 150K, 200K price cuts in Vegas. But if it's above the median, all it does is pulls the median higher, because we've structurally broken the housing market. I believe there's a great economic paper that will be written on this subject. It's why it's fascinating to me, and why nobody should care except the 1,000 economists that look at this data. But yeah, I think the freaking housing market is so broken.
Agreed. I mean, Mike, we went from 17 days last year to 13 days on market.
Yeah, your market's not healthy. The state of New Hampshire, not healthy.
Not healthy at all.
It might be the most, I don't know this for sure. It is certainly the most unhealthy state I have data on. I don't have data on most, but of the 12 I've looked at, it's the most unhealthy.
I agree with you. So here's the pending sales thing. So last year we had 1889. This year only 1725. Our market just remains super, super tight.
Oh yeah. You're not going to get price degradation in a market like that.
No. Well, that's the issue. That's the issue, is that we're not seeing. Last weekend, 3 open houses, all 3 of them sold for $20,000, $30,000, and $50,000 over asking price.
Yeah. You're not going to see your median price is going up in a market this tight. Your price is going up. It just is. It's supply and demand. Yeah. And again, New Hampshire is odd, because again, you get those rich Massachusetts and New Yorkers coming in paying cash. They're not sensitive to mortgage rates.
No, correct.
They're like, hey, charge me 10%. I don't care. I'm writing a check. Doesn't matter.
That's exactly right. Well, I mean, so I sold one of my properties to somebody that sold their 2-bedroom condo in South Boston. They sold it for about $1 million, and they owed $400,000 or $500,000. They literally wrote a check for $600,000 for the house that I sold them.
Yeah, they're not rate or really even price sensitive. They're like, I just want it at all. No debt. We're done. That
house was 2,600 square feet on 5 acres of land and a super high end remodel.
Yeah. So this is why migration is, again, the Fed broke housing, the pandemic forced migration, caused people to work different. Dude, the housing market is going to be so disrupted the next couple of years. It's for a guy who studies this stuff for 30 years. The next 2 years are going to be fascinating for me to watch.
Yeah. I mean, year to date, 70 is our affordability index. That's
the worst affordability I've seen in any state. And again, your scale is different than mine, right? Yours is 1 to 200. Mine is 0 to 100. So a 70 probably equates to like a freaking 12 or 11 in my market, right? It's just very unhealthy.
Yeah. And we were at one. So here's the thing, kind of historically, look here where we typically are kind of historically. This is on. Yeah. So the highest you were, so yours is not 0 to 200. Yours is 0 to 300. Okay. Yes. It can go to, yes. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you are wildly affordable.
The top end is what's kind of deceived. So what's interesting about this is
that's condos. Sorry.
Yeah, that's condos. Yeah. So we're looking at single family. So basically capped out at like 210, 215 1 month. Yeah. And that was in 2012. And I was buying kind of through here.
Yeah. Again, I don't know your market at all, but looking at this chart, anything at 150 is okay.
Yes. Yep.
70, not okay.
Yeah. And that's the thing is like,
lowest on record. Look at that.
Look, like this is 5, 6, 7, and 8 right here.
Yeah, that's bubble time.
And look at us here. We are dog-legged well below that.
And again, you are not going to see any. You're not having a housing crash. Sorry, no. Your prices are not. Again, you will have a transaction crash, and we're seeing that. But your prices are not going to fall. Thank you, Mike Zuber. You were right. I mean, all these people just screaming at me like, how can transactions fall and prices not? I'm like, you don't understand median price. I mean, just leave me alone. It freaking drives me crazy.
Like, this is the insanity. This is all property.
Mm-hmm.
This is all property.
Yeah.
15.7% up from last year.
Yeah. And closed sales down 12%.
And year to date, 14.3.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
It's New Hampshire's I think you called this. You thought by the end of next year, your market would see a negative number, I think is what you said.
Yes. Yeah.
What? You want to take that back? I mean, are you not looking at these numbers?
Here's the only reason that I think that is that. So in my small cities, in my tiny towns, in my there are two developments.
Oh, so you have an inventory coming.
There are two developments. One of them is 440 apartments. And to give you an idea of scale, that is.
Now, just so I'm clear, when you say apartments, you mean rental units, not condos like they sell in New York. These
correct.
Are rentals. Okay.
Yes, rentals. Yes.
Okay.
So 440 of those units. Then there will have like another 120 units that they're doing in that same development that will be condos.
Oh, okay.
So 440, but that's 3x the largest multifamily that's ever been built here. I believe that when that finishes end of next year, beginning of 24, I believe that there's going to be massive supply. However, that is all. What's the funniest thing is they're the ones who built what's currently the largest at 145 or 144. They're going to be building this one that's going to be like 450. What's amazing is they're going to basically, it's like an Apple story. They're going to be taking their own people that want to move up from here to here. The problem is cost basis in this other building. The cost basis, Mike, is going to be insanity. They're going to have a hard time filling those and making any money. Like they're going to be giving away months and security deposit.
Yeah. So, but again, I'm wondering, you're trying to tell me all this, like you're going to somehow back into your lower prices, which I don't understand how you would call that, right? They're going to have rent at such a level that's probably going to keep people in the 140 because the margin, right? It's not worth the extra $400 or whatever it is. And oh, by the way, at some point, buying a home is better than this new margin. I can't look at these numbers and see how you could call a price crash. I mean, I don't get it. Or correction.
I think that people will. I think that instead of buying homes, I think people will move into these super luxury.
They could. I mean, if we get a 7 or an 8 handle on 30-year money. Maybe
that's kind of the idea, right? Is we're not sacrificing lifestyle. We absolutely love it here. This is beautiful. I mean, it's literally right on the waterfront. Like it's gorgeous. It's going to be a beautiful area.
Yeah. So if I were to look at these numbers for like August and September, so a couple more months out, I expect closed transactions to fall, and I expect your median price to, I don't know, maybe it comes down, but it'll still be +8, +9%.
I mean, again, the biggest issue for us remains the same, which is months of supply. We went up 0.1
slowly but surely,
and that was over a year ago. But from again, the big key for us this time around was we went to 1.5 from 1.2. So if you look at where we, and I think we were at.
Well, that's both the combination of slower demand and more supply. It's just, this is how markets heal themselves. It is slow, much slower than everybody. Everybody expects this to be an NFT or a crypto or a stock and change overnight. Dude, housing is so much slower than we all want.
Well, so do you know what this number right here, this number that's 1.2 right here, do you know what that number was in March?
Of 22?
Of this year, March of this year. It's 1.2 now and 1.5 now.
I'm going to go like 0.8.
Yes, it was 0.7. Yeah.
Oh, that was close.
So here's the thing. So March, right? 0.7. We're jogging up to 1.2. We're jogging now up to 1.5.
Yeah. So, I mean, again, 0.7 to 0.2. I mean, if you were one of those channels, you could say that's 100% increase in months of supply.
Right. So what I'm really waiting to see is how aggressively the line has grown, right? Because now we're talking about a $460,000 median home price.
This would be a good question for you, because I think this is important. And again, I think this all starts on the 20th of July. What will be more impacted in New Hampshire? Will it be the loss of buyers who are scared, like, nope, I'm going to sign a new lease, I'm going to sign up for another year, Or is it going to be buyer or sellers go, fear missing out, I'm going to sell my thing to a Massachusetts or New York buyer, I'm out at the top? One of those two things is going to move first.
Right.
I don't know what it's going to be in every state. Certainly don't know what it's going to be in New Hampshire. Do you think more people get afraid, or you think more supply comes on? Because I don't think they move equally.
I don't know. I think the thing that I'm most concerned, I think affordability continues to get worse.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's exactly what these numbers say.
Yeah. Because 73 to 70, like Mike, we're in territory that we've never seen before. Like not even close.
Well, you're in territory that most states haven't seen. I mean,
Agreed.
New Hampshire, again, could be the most unhealthy. And again, it's all migration.
It is.
This is why Vegas got hit really hard over the last 2 years, right?
That's right.
You had these people selling their 1950s, shit boxes in LA and buying cash, and they were not price sensitive. And now that might be unwinding when you realize in August it's 120 degrees and you're like, freaking, why do I want to live in an oven? So, yeah, it's dude, the housing market is fascinating to me. Consumers, it's just, I geek out at this stuff. I really am. I've been looking at the median price every month for almost 30 years. Median price means something to me. I know a lot of people wig out. Oh, you're talking about median price. And dude, that's what I've been looking at for 30 years.
Well, yeah. I mean, the data only matters when you're comparing apples to apples and when you're tracking the same thing.
Don't change the rules just because you don't like the outcome.
Yeah. Let's look at houses on hills.
Yeah,
let's
that point east.
Yeah, exactly. Let's start charting those. But yeah, like I said, I mean, I think the numbers in our area, I expected when we hit in the 6s for rates, I expected that was going to start to slow things down. The realtors here said it has started to slow things down, but, and my one agent loves to correct me. He said, Matt, I don't need 20 offers. I said, because that's what we talk about all the time.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm still getting 2 or 3. I don't have empty open houses. I'm not having people not show up at all to an open house.
Yeah, this is why New Hampshire, and again, sometimes it's just being in the right place.
Sure.
And New Hampshire, given what's going on with taxes and migration and work from home, you win. Yep. You win. And there are a few spots. And New Hampshire is likely one of them that will be very strong next year. Yeah, and I think you're in one of them. I don't know how you see a 10% drop, but that's okay.
I don't think it's going to be 10% in my area. I think it's going to be, I think nationally it's going to be 10%.
Oh, you were calling national. Oh, my
national. God. Yeah. National. No, my area is, there's no way it's going down 10 points. Mike, every morning, that's part of my prayer time is that I pray that it would go down 10%.
Please come.
But Mike, this is the hilarious thing. So I just heard, so we signed on the dotted line on another deal today.
Nice.
I'm very excited. So we'll do a dive on that deal sometime. But what's really interesting is,
you got to close it first. We don't talk about deals till
exactly. Well, yeah. So they just literally right before the call, they said, hey, all the funds have been dispersed, so it's closed.
Oh, okay.
And on record. Right. But what's really interesting is it's kind of a problem now because 2 of the agents actually asked by name of the selling agent if I was the one who won the property. That is a problem.
You're becoming a dominant force in your market.
That's not good. I don't like that. I want to be the man behind the green curtain, not the iron one, but behind.
But you need to fish in a pond that's bigger than 50,000.
No kidding. as soon as I can find a market that gives me my returns like this.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing for me is it's like, that because the bank even said you did a lot of transactions last year. I said, sure. They said, was there a reason why? I go, you were giving me money at almost no cost.
Yeah, exactly. When money's free, I like to use it. That's what we told people.
You're giving me money fixed debt at 3.75.
Why wouldn't I? Right?
There isn't anything I wouldn't buy at that.
Yeah, I know a guy that has a shirt that says, I use inflation to get rich. Ask me how. I like that guy. Yeah. Let me borrow all the money I can sub 4 and I can earn 12s, 18s, and 24s. Kind of an easy trade, right?
Well, like how smart does Barry Sternlicht look for Starwood Hotels? He got 100 million from the German government at 1%.
1%. Yeah.
1%. Yeah. Man, I love that. Mike, tell everybody where they can find you, my friend.
One rental at a time. And we do a live stream on Saturdays at 8 a.m. And if you are one of my students, we're doing a deep dive 2 weeks in a row on house hacking. Tomorrow, Saturday, the 16th, will be house hacking roommate style with Spencer Cornelia and Todd Baldwin. And next week, the one and only Lumberjack and Dion talking about house hacking units. I'm so excited. I know nothing about these topics, but the channel brings experts and we could bring it out. I think house hacking will make more Gen Z and millennials millionaires by the time they're 30 than anything else.
Well, listen, you're not getting in in the New Hampshire housing market unless you're house hacking. So look at the numbers. You need 3 or 4 salaries to buy some of this stuff, which would make sense. But as I always say, we try and create great content for you. Please, please subscribe, hit the like button. We definitely are coming out with some crazy stuff as far as product reviews and interviews with amazing people like Mike Zuber from One Rental at a Time, and more to come. Mike, thanks so much for the time. We'll see you in segment number 2.